In the jungle, you had one thing to fight, and we had another thing to fight, and it was the sand. It was a mess. It was hard going. It was, you'd sink in it, and you try to dig a hole or anything else, and it just come right back in. When we landed, there was so much confusion. Nobody knew where anything was, and all the noise of exploding shells and people firing, It takes you about maybe a couple of hours to get together with your people, because everybody goes off in a different direction. But I remember looking over to my left, and I had a couple of buddies, Barney and Howie Cahill. Barney Bernard and Howie Cahill. And I saw Barney, and I thought he had slipped and fallen, but he had been shot right through the temple. And Howie, he was killed the same day, but he was killed by a mortar shell. I didn't see then, and I don't see now how I came out of that alive. I don't. We had horrendous casualties the first day. People who covered the war, who had been on Tarawa and Guadalcanal, they said there was nothing that could compare with this. Boy, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was horrible. To see fellas literally blown apart. Today, when I look at the paper, I always check to see how many deaths we've had over in Iraq. And I don't look to see the number, I look at the ages, and it's amazing how many are 19 and 20. And that's too young to die. That's too young to die.